What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Lean and Mean Academy, where we talk about one truck, big profits. In today's video, what are we talking about? We're talking about how long does it take to get free leads from Google. I think this is the conversation, maybe that it may not be I have a lot of these conversations on the channel. It's not the conversation you want, baby, but it's the conversation that you need. I think that we could sit around here all day talking about downstream injectors or, tall reach tips and stuff like that. But guess what? It doesn't really matter if you have the tall reach tip or the batch buster valve if you don't have anything to clean. And see, eventually when you get started in your business, friends and family, those people who can support you if they have the money to, they will, your church friends, and then you keep kind of spreading out from there. Eventually, that little well runs out, right? And that's okay. It's supposed to run out. The point of it is you're supposed to get the message out to these people that you own a pressure washing business as soon as you can. You need to exhaust that list. You need to have your friends, family, and neighbors saying that they are sick and tired of hearing about your pressure washing business. This is the goal. And what do most people do? Most people do the opposite. They'll start a business and nobody even knows. Their whole family really had no idea. I didn't know you were doing that. Why? Why? Because they don't want to fail out in the open. That's it. They don't want to hear about it at the cookout because you've heard probably through your childhood, starting a business is risky, all these things, right? School kind of groomed you into this employee mentality, and you finally got the courage because you've watched some of our videos to step out on a limb and start your business. And then you don't tell anybody about it because you're in that old way of thinking. Look, I get it. I know, bro. When I left the music industry, I felt like I let down, my entire town, definitely my extended family, all my church family, because they all believed in me, right? They all believed in me. It was my choice to walk away, and so I get what that type of failure feels like. But you got to understand one thing. Failure isn't fatal. It's definitely a temporary setback onto bigger and better things, and that's proven to be true in my life. And there's a million other stories that is the case. But when someone gets started and you have exhausted your friends and your family and your neighbors, then it really comes down to you becoming a marketer. It just so happens that we do cleaning, right? We pressure wash, or some of you guys landscape, or you paint. It doesn't matter. That's just the little baby service attached to the giant marketing agency that you run. It doesn't matter. You could replace the service with making apple pies if you like. It doesn't matter. It's the same. So you have to learn to become a marketer. And you know that I talk a lot about website. That's what I'm good at. I have taken websites from 0 to number 1, from the 3rd page to the top of Google. And it's becoming to be, I kind of mastered that, I'd say probably 4 years into it. Now it's becoming to where I know the exact route. I know the plan. I know what I need to do. I know what I'm lacking. And I know what I need to get that website in order to really make it perform. But as a new guy, you don't. And this is why I talk about Footbridge Media so much. Is because it's $199 a month. And they're going to build the whole thing and write all the content. And let's be honest, nobody who's watching this right now is going to write it. I've put extensive offers out into the ether for guest posting and stuff like that on, southeastsoftwash.com or even my site. Do you know how many I've got back? Guys who've actually taken advantage of that authority that I'm willing to give their website? I can definitely count it on one hand. Less than 5 for sure. Which is wild because it's free. You're going to get a lot of power out of that link. And it's relevant, it's authoritative, but no one ever wants to take advantage of it. Why? Because it's work. And so that's why I say go ahead, get the $199 deal with Footbridge Media. It's going to save you a ton of headache. There's a ton of guys in the inner circle who are crushing it, including myself, with Footbridge, okay? So mention me and you'll save like $600 a year. But the point of it is how long is it going to take to start getting free leads after you've got that website launched? 45 days in, the website's launched, it's up and running. You're like, hey, I got my Google business profile. When can I expect free leads to come from this? And I will tell you, Google has a honeymoon period, it seems. And this is what I can't guarantee this because Google will never let you know what they're doing, obviously, because then somebody would just reverse engineer it and make their site rank at number 1 all the time. But Google with Google My Business Profiles has a honeymoon period where they will start putting your business at the top for anywhere from a couple weeks to a month and a half, 2 months, okay? After that honeymoon period, and you can garner some leads and you can make some sales right off the bat. After that honeymoon period, they're going to start taking the authority of your website that is tied into the Google My Business Profile, and they're going to start judging where this profile should rank in reference to proximity, to the searcher, right? In reference to the authority of the site, in reference to how well set up the Google My Business is. They're going to weigh out, it's probably 40 different things in order to see where they should rank the profile. So getting free leads in the beginning, pretty simple. You may knock down, I remember we have a Google My Business, my buddy and myself, we have a business down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And the first 2 months when we started this business, we knocked down probably $40,000 to $50,000 worth of jobs, locked in jobs. And you would say, well, how the heck did you do that? It was that honeymoon period. After that, what happens is it dips off, and it's called, what I like to say, the proving ground. All right. That honeymoon period doesn't last. It drops into the proving ground. And hopefully, if you do it right and you build your content, everything that we talk about in the inner circle, right? You build your content, you write it, you do everything like I'm teaching, you will start trekking back up. Now, the trek up could be a long road, okay? Depending on your competition in the area, how diligent they are at working and updating their website and building out content and driving traffic to that website. Yes, there are, the good thing about pressure washing is most people are not going to do that. So if you're just willing to do the work and you're willing to stick around, I will tell you, year 2, a lot of guys in the inner circle run their business strictly off of Google, strictly off of their Footbridge website and their Google My Business profile. They don't do any other marketing. I'm not advising that. I'm saying that it's possible, okay? It's possible because I've seen it a lot, all right? It's not even become an anomaly at this point. It's becoming somewhat regular that hashtag year 2 hits different with Footbridge Media. So I would say you can get free leads right off the bat with your Google My Business profile. But after that honeymoon period, you're going to drop off into what I call the proving ground. Hashtag proving ground below if you're listening this far in the video. And I will, I'll hashtag you something really cool. I'll hashtag you a rehab down in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching. And just remember this, SEO is a long game. All right. And I don't know any other way to tell you this. I really don't. I've been talking about this for years. I've been trying to convey it and articulate it as well as I can. And look, I'm just a guy from Alabama who worked my tail off and figured it out. Okay. That's what it is. I at least figured this out. I don't know everything about everything, but I'm really freaking good at this. Ask Cody Yarbrough at Southeast Softwash. Understand that SEO is a very long game, but it is a very strong game, okay? It is like planting a live oak tree. Eventually, you will be able to sit under the shade of its boughs and have the leads coming to you. But I would say probably the first quarter, you're going to have some hits, all right? After that, you need to be plugged into the inner circle. You need to be building the content how I tell you to. Structure all of your stuff, how I'm teaching. We go over Google My Business profile and stuff in there. Plug into that group in the inner circle, not just the core 4, but everyone in there. There is not a negative individual in that inner circle. Everyone in there wants to see you win. It is creation over competition, truly, in that group. It is a mentality of abundance over scarcity. Whereas most of the world wants to run their mouth and talk trash all the time about every single movement that you make. That's not the case in there. Everybody's rooting everybody on. Everybody's happy to see everybody win. And when somebody knocks down a big job, dude, we're rooting them on. And when they're just brand new, trying to figure out how to downstream, we're helping them out. We're letting them know the processes and what they need to do to get up and running and to make it much easier, but also much more profitable faster. That's the point. The point is to buy back your time. Now, are you willing to do that? All right. That's the big question as I leave you with this video. Are you willing to take the time to invest in your website, to invest in the proper build? Okay. Are you willing to go on this road with me? That's what I'm asking. Look, I even got guys who don't even like me who use Footbridge $199 deal. And that says something. Okay. They'll try to cancel Aaron, but they're not going to cancel that Footbridge. All right. So click on the link below, join the inner circle. Also hit up Footbridge, get you a website, and just plan on understanding that first honeymoon period, a month, 2 months or so, you're going to get some leads. All right. You're going to get some stuff, but then it's going to drop off and then it's going to become a proving ground and it will be a slow upswing. You will notice that this year is not going to be as much as next year after you've started this process. Year 2 hits different. Hashtag that below. I'll see you guys in the next video.